Waking up in the morning light, kinda feeling like I'm in flight. Clouds are gathering up above, turning whispers into love. And I'm calling all angels, won't you hear my cry? Calling all you angels, lift me up to the sky.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How's the weather out there?
Cold.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good. I don't feel so bad. We're freezing. Mother Nature out here can't decide if it's going to be spring or winter. One day it's 70, the next day it's 40.
One day it's raining and cloudy, the next day the sun's out.
Yeah, well, it's cloudy and cold out right now, and I'm sure that's how it's going to continue. And it's also off and on with the rain, which I'm sure you understand. Well, I don't know. In Arizona, we didn't have rain much, but you know, with dogs going in and out, not good. Not good at all. At all. Let me see who is here. Well, of course. Hi, Trevor. How are you? Hey, Jazz, welcome in. Good to see you. Did you like the opening, Trevor? I can't get this to light right. Oh, are we that slow with a lag? Oh, that's not
might be.
Fun. Huh?
I said we might be.
Sunday, a lot of people are on, I bet. Well, I would think with Super Bowl, there wouldn't be as many. Very possible. Me and the Munchkin are wonderful and we loved it. Well, cool. How old is this Munchkin?
She's 5.
2 feet or okay, 2 feet. 5. Oh, I just dealt with 4 last night and it wasn't good. Oh my God. I bet she's cute.
Oh yeah.
What's her
personality.
What's her name? What's her name?
Violet.
Violet. Wow, I like it. You know what I like is that your generation is going for the older names, the names of my grandparents. Now, wow, that was a long lag.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that'll be fun, won't it? Yeah, it's, what was I saying? I lose track of my mind here. Sometimes I think if my head weren't attached, I'd lose it. Oh, we were talking about the older names. Yeah. Like, well, one of my granddaughters is named Roslyn. Oh. Not Rosalind, but Roslyn, which is hard for my tongue to do for some reason. At least that's what my son tells me. You know, you're saying Rosalind. No, I'm saying Roslyn. But he hears it differently. So anyway, now the younger one, the name isn't really old, but I have seen a lot of the older names. So I think that's really cool. Yeah. Way. So Violet, I bet she's a cutie. Oh, and you share a birthday.
Yes, we do.
That could be good and not so good.
June
When is the birthday?
6th.
Oh my, Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's, my youngest granddaughter is an Aries. Oh, boy. See, I don't know if what I was telling you is just because she's Aries. Aries. Aries is fiery and they
Mhm.
know what they want and they're going to get it. And, she's, when she was younger, she was a little bit of a diva. But we're hoping that she outgrows some of this.
My son is a Libra and my daughter is a Sagittarius.
I like Libras. Sagittarius. Hey, Victor, welcome in. Love your damn self.
Hey,
Uh,
speaking of Sagittarius, Victor's a
yeah,
Sagittarius.
right. With a fishy moon.
Mm-hmm.
My middle son is a Sagittarius. He lives he's the one in Florida.
Oh, okay. How's he doing?
I haven't heard from him. I asked my other son, and they talk every now and then. But he seems to be doing okay. So,
I'm glad to hear.
um, hey, Pam, welcome in. They he elected to leave the eye where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing he's wearing eye patches because it's certainly not a pretty thing.
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, how is everybody? Boy, I tell you what, this astrology,
Mm-hmm.
this next week is going to be super heavy. Super, super heaven. Hey, Kevin, I didn't see you sneak in there.
Yeah, I was doing some reading on the astrology for the week the other night, and I was like, oh, here we go.
I mean, frightening sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on, I mean, the important thing is going to be to not react because people are going to want to push your buttons. And the other thing is going to be important to remember to just find the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go with the garbage that is put out. You got to go with the facts.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, this is so heavy that I called my girlfriend, who's also works with astrology. I
Mm-hmm.
said, okay, what are you seeing? Because, boy, what I see isn't very pretty. And she goes, oh, let me go look. And she went to look. She goes, holy shit. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, it's pretty heavy. That's why I'm kind of wasting time here so more people can come in because, yeah, oh, yeah. And I broke it down. I'm only going to go to about noon on Wednesday, and that it getting really hairy Tuesday, Wednesday. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, they'll have,
Tension's high for sure.
yeah, they're going to have to tune in Wednesday to get the rest of the week. I didn't even want to look at the rest of the week. I haven't done it.
I got to Wednesday and I stopped. So.
Yeah, that's what I did. Once I got to noon, I said, that's enough.
Mhm.
So I guess we'll go ahead with it.
Okay.
And let me see here if I can pull it up. There it is. Is everybody ready? And it's not the end of the world, I promise you. All right. Well, first of all, Mercury is going to come into a square with Uranus. That's very important. It will also come back into play next September. There will be a shift or a new view from it. Also this week, we have a full moon in Leo. This particular full moon is going to be part of this square. So that's going to really play into the insecurities and the relationships. Things we value and coming in a very Uranian way, okay? Uranus is all about unexpected surprises. All right. So Uranus wants to get everybody unstuck, okay? It wants to unstick all this energy, and the purpose is so it changes, okay? I used to explain that Uranus sets it up for Pluto to come in and transform everything. So we're getting set up. All right, let me get back to this. Okay, Uranus wants freedom. Okay, and when we're stuck, there's no freedom. So pay attention this week, because expecting the unexpected does not mean that it's bad, and it does not mean buckle up for fear this week. Those things are not synonymous. So first things first, buckle up. We will need seatbelts this week. Please make sure that you go get your chart right now. You're going to want to either take notes to look at your chart. Hey, Angie, you came at a really good time, sweetheart. This is a very heavy week in the astrology, and I'm just getting into it. All right, so where was I here? First things first, make sure you go get your charts, okay? Oh, you have your chart right there. Good. So you can make notes, pay attention to what's going to happen in the energy. Today, Sunday. In general, we have the sun coming into a cazimi with Mercury. A cazimi is when they're conjunct, okay? They're together at the same degree, all right, or within 3 degrees. That means they're conjunct. I hate when I go off script and then I repeat myself. That's that means they're conjunct, and that is in the sign of Aquarius. So there was a lot of information that was presented, or good news, or like a bright idea, right there, kind of pivot. And one of the things I want to point out is that Mars, who is our action-oriented planet, is still in retrograde at this point, and also is out of bounds. And if you'll recall, out of bounds means they don't have any rules, okay? They do what they want. So much of what's happening in your life, and much of what we are watching play out on the global stage, is not what it's going to be when Mars not only comes back into bounds, but comes out of that retrograde. As we welcome that Venus out of retrograde, I don't think globally we're going to really know where we are. I don't think personally in your life you're going to feel like super solid on where everything is at until we get to about June or July timeframe. So get ready to be uncomfortable for a little bit. This isn't something that's going to be done 24 hours. All right. We need these energies to move forward in order to feel better. Okay. And you've heard me preach how energy just doesn't change that quick. That's why it's not really a good idea to get a reading, but every 3 months. Okay. And, if I were into making money, I'd say come back every week, but it's just not, it's a waste of money. Okay. Back to script here. La, 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 la. Not only are the energies not moving quickly, we've got Neptune at the final degrees of Pisces. Now, if you'll recall, I've talked about how when they're in the final degrees of a sign or the beginning degrees of the next sign, they're very potent, very potent. Okay. But it says that nothing's really changing just yet. And with Neptune being in Pisces, what you're seeing may not be actually what is. So I want you to remember Neptune is illusion, confusion, delusion. Okay. It's like putting a fog over everything. All right. I offer to you astrologically not only to have a little bit of hope, but to also bring a bit more patience into what it is that you're growing, you're changing, and you're building. And the good news or the information or the shifts of information that are coming your direction, take it easy, roll with it. All right. Let it flow. And remember, if you're heading into a space where frustration and fear really have your captive attention, or you're just feeling stuck in some way, that North Node is also in Pisces. There's a really big, nice Pisces conglomerate going on. So creativity, play, passion, and inspiration. These are going to be your tickets to sanity and to having some kind of outlet, because what we're looking at right now might not be what it's going to be when we get to the second half of the year. Again, the energy doesn't change quickly. All right, let's go into Monday. We come into the week on Monday with the moon in the vibration of Cancer. So we're coming in with the moon in a very comfortable position because that's home domicile. But it's coming in Cancer, so we may be coming in, especially early in the day, a bit more emotional. Cancer's emotional. Me, the drama. Where's that? Well, I'll play it later. Kind of remember that Cancer is also a cardinal energy. Okay. Gosh, see, I go off script and this happens. Okay. Early in the day, a bit more emotional, a bit more grounded into our intuition. Okay. So if your gut's saying something, please listen to it. The emotional intelligence is high. See, we have emotional intelligence. But you can also be coming in emotionally, feeling like a cardinal energy. Like a Cancer, I'm ready to do something, but the energy of what to do might not be directly clear. Or you feel like I move in a direction and then I kind of get hit by a stopping block. So it might not be there just yet. What I can suggest here under the energy is, first of all, Have your creature comforts available. Make sure your home is what you want. Have the food you like around. Is your space your emotional life? You feel solid and secure in how you are moving? Remember to be rooted in order to be secure, and question about, are you feeling secure in your home, in your body, your being, maybe even in your external home, and what's going on? You may be feeling a little bit more private, where you're like, I really don't want to go out in the world today. It's too peoply. I just want to stay at home and have a nice cup of chamomile tea and work from the couch. You know that energy. It can definitely be on the table now. Just behind that, we're going to see the moon get ready to go void, of course, position. But before it hits the void, where the energy is going to soften and be about finishing things, the moon is going to hit a trine with Neptune over in Pisces. So this is a water trine, high emotion. First of all, the trine presents the aspect of ease. It says, okay, you have a natural access of ease to these energies. So what you have the most easily accessible and identifiable access to is your intuition. What is your intuition telling you about what is happening in front of you? What you want to be happening. Again, I say, I really want us to keep it in mind. So much of what we are seeing with the human eye is not exactly what is really going on, but it really can't sensitize the emotions when we're dealing with this trine. Now, creativity and your imagination is a place to play where you can dip in between the worlds. It's a really, really great place. But it can also be a place where that creative magic, magnifying mind, is actually making you a little bit more afraid, a little bit more sensitized. Instead, I would say if you can go the way of being of service, you know, how can you be of service to yourself? How can you be in the state of granting forgiveness and compassion, which I think is a great thing to be thinking about, as the moon is going to go void here at 6:49 a.m. Mountain Standard Time until 10 a.m. Because when we're talking about being of service, it's not always being the person who is out doing the humanitarian aid or care, but literally the moon was just in Cancer. So we're finishing up in this void of course time, where it's just time to not start anything new, just finish the things that are, or rest. Where can you be of service in your own home? Can you do the dishes, the laundry? Can you check in on the people that are in or around you? See how they're doing. The world is changing massively, you know. How are the people around you doing? Where you can create a little bit of a bond or a little bit of a connection. Maybe it's a time to just sit down with the cat and snuggle, or time to journal. Sometimes it's about remembering the tiny things that we do in our lives, the most mundane things that we do, acts of beautiful service that can make us feel connected to our being because there's nothing, I think, nothing as uncomfortable as spiritual unrest or feeling like there's an anxious apartness from spirit. So, what can we do to be of service? Remind your little people to always look for the helpers. They are always there. Now, as the moon is void, of course, until 10 a.m. Again, the moon here is very nebulous. It's like nothing is solid. You start something now. If you start something now, you go start something new. And then as soon as this is over, you're going to have to restart it. Okay. Finish things up and rest. So as we're coming back online, the moon comes into the position of Leo. First of all, for some of you, this will be a lunar return, so happy birthday. Okay, I'm dry. One of the questions I think about is, what do you need to say? What do you need to express? You need to say it with your chest out. Emotionally, is there a piece of conversation that needs to be happening? Is there some art you need to create? Something you need to take a risk emotionally to share something about yourself? Now, because I know a lot of Leos, I want to say they are the most big hearted, grateful energies. They really there's a sense of gratitude about them. Also, I'd like to say if you have things to voice, it's going to be loud and proud because the lion is. Okay, now at 12:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, there's a big energy. Mercury is going to come into a square with Uranus. So first of all, Mercury being our communication planet, what is being communicated and how is it being communicated? Particularly the details of what is being communicated right now. Being in a square to Uranus is like where you could get really surprising information, or something comes at you like a curveball. Because remember, Uranus is expecting the unexpected. You didn't see it coming. It could change the course of the day. You may hear some fear mongering going on. Even in the astro community, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear a lot of really scary things, misinformation, misleading information, people being more offended than normal. All of it is absolutely possible at this time. Equally possible is that you're having a genius idea of how to solve something that has been really tricky for a long time. Maybe a different way to proceed forward. Just be mindful, no matter what, to stay flexible. When your illness is involved, we must when Uranus is involved, I'll tell you what, when you're dictating, things get crazy. When Uranus is involved, we must stay flexible, because what's coming around the corner is you never know. The information is not completely clear, and this is going to be about things and resources. your relationships, your security, your finances. All of these things really come up under this particular tension. Now, let's go into Tuesday. Now we have another square to Uranus, so I'm telling you, you have to massively be flexible. This is going to stretch you. We're going to see the sun come into the square with Uranus. The sun's about your identity. We just saw the sun in a square with Mercury, and they were in a cazimi with each other. So back-to-back squares, they're going to be hitting up these planets just behind them. First, on a positive side of it, this idea of flexibility, or this idea of breakdown in order to break through, because the sun is motivated to have a new solution, to say, yay, maybe this is outside of my comfort zone, outside of the box. Maybe this situation is a little unpredictable, but I'm ready to be flexible or be on my toes to move and create different solutions. So be open-minded, but also mindful around all of the uncertainty that's swirling. What was happening with that Mercury on Monday, the sun today, and then the moon will be happening in just another day. I think we need to be prepared for how abrupt and rapid a change of direction or circumstance presents itself. Because again, the sun squaring against Uranus is motivated to change course, to change the direction in order to make it free. And I can feel very radical feelings get involved here. This feels very scary. This feels like it's not right and goes against your comfort zone. But we don't know the full outcome of what it is in the global perspective. In the community perspective, I want you to consider as well all of this bumping against Uranian energy this week can create a lot of anger because people are afraid. And when we're in a fearful mode, we can be very angry people. We're getting unexpected information, unexpected shifts of dynamics. So people will tense and get into a space of fear. So know that the time for ego conflict is not now. Put the ego away. That won't be useful. So try to avoid such complications again. Stay flexible. Work from the place of the new identity you've been brewing up for the last year and a half, because we're about to hit the full moon. Authentic to what you think, what you believe. Again, because Mars is retrograde, I ask you to consider these two questions. What can I do? What can I actually do? What can I put my hands on and make a positive difference with? And number two, what do I actually know to be fact? Facing information on, especially with what I'm doing. So lots of uncertain energy, lots of rapid change of direction. The things that don't make the vibration are definitely going to get knocked around under this energy, okay? But we're not running around afraid and living under rocks. Now, when we get to Wednesday, we come into the position of the full moon at 24 degrees of Leo. So you definitely want to identify that in your chart. Side note, my Mercury's right there. This moon is sitting in another square to Uranus in Taurus. Now, I normally would end here, but I want to put out there a reminder that the full moon is what shines a light on everything. It's the opportunity where we are going to be asked to end something soon, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment. And we need to celebrate what we built, first of all, and then pivot. What is it that you might want to change? And then recommit to the next direction. Hang in there, folks. I know it sounds very ominous. Let's just all of us agree to stay flexible, hang on to each other until we know all the facts. I'll conclude the rest of the week Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Ask the Angels with Julie Karen.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh boy.
My Mars is in Leo, but I don't know if that's going to affect
My
it.
Mercury's right at 24 degrees. So I'm just like, oh, what's going to happen? So I hope you took notes. If you didn't, you can always rewind and do that later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on. Man, it just gives me goosebumps all over my body.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very different energy. We haven't had this. So let me look back. Since I was doing that, I have no clue. Trevor, I'll need a yes or no whether you want a reading. Same for you, Victor. And Jazz, I think you do, but let me look down here. If you do want a reading, put in your question and your sun sign. Pam Shore, do you want a reading? Kevin, do you want a reading? Okay.
I believe Trevor had to leave because he had a birthday party to go to.
Oh, no problem. Not a problem. Thanks, Kevin. You don't look past Wednesday, and even weathermen don't do that. Yeah, they do those 10-day forecasts, not on your life. Let's see. Angie, do you want a reading? Whoa. Study helper, do you want a reading? Alyssa, do you want a reading?
Mm-hmm.
She does. Okay, then. Whoops. Let me mark that one. Sandra Duel, does that mean you don't want a reading? You're just going to lay on the couch and watch? That's kind of how I would read that. Lynn Maxey, do you want a reading? Faith and Love, I think we just did you, so I'm not even going to ask. fact, I know you were just read. Oh, that's right. Dawn and Angie read you. So, let's see. Kim B, do you need a reading? Just kinda or kinna? Just kinna. You wanted. Oh, I see that. Okay. If you can put your sun sign in, that might help. Laura Panetta Lala. Oh, Laura, take your birth date out of there right now. There are scammers all over this place and they will steal your information. So please delete the year. And you can delete the whole thing, really. Just put you're a Cancer. That's all I need to know. Okay? Delete the date of birth, please. Okay. Bounty Hunter. I think, did you get read Wednesday night? Or what? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday night. Faith, you correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you just get read this week? I think it was by Dawn and Angie. If you did, what?
I don't think I was in that live, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you were either. It was a wild one though, wasn't it, Kevin? Yeah. No, you really don't need to be read this often, guys. We see it all the time. It's like you want a different answer. You want a different answer.
Okay. Bounty Hunter Bear was read by Scott and Julie on Friday.
That's what it was. Okay. See, I'm usually in these things, so I can get confused which one it was. So Bounty Hunter, no. Okay. Kim B or a Scorpio, got it. Any mess? Oh, you got Mercury there too. Oh no, yours is in Libra. Okay. No, mine's actually in Leo where they are. Pam wants a reading. Okay. Kevin wants a reading. Whoops. Alyssa, are you engaged? If you're engaged, the answer is yes. I'll ask my pendulum, but are you dating somebody? That question is it's asked a lot. Okay, study you want one. Okay. A Taurus girl wants one. Michael Stevens wants. Some of these are easy, I can see.
And yes, Alyssa is dating somebody.
Okay. Do you have a diamond on your finger? Do you have a wedding planned? Just kind of wants a reading. Or Kenna. Yeah, spiritual. I kind of thought that's what you meant, Sandra. Oh, wait. You're an observer with heart. Yes, please. So you do want a reading.
Yes.
Okay. Honey, it doesn't matter. I'm talking to Faith and Love. It doesn't matter that we haven't personally read you. It's your energy that everybody reads, okay? And it's not going to be different depending on the reader. That's why I say you really shouldn't have a reading any more than about once every 3 months. And it doesn't matter who it's from, okay? We're all going to read it the same. If I read you today and Don reads you in 3 days, we're going to read the same energy. So, it's just not going to change. And, we just don't want to do that. You just got one with Julie and I. Okay, see? No, you don't need another one for God. I guess at the earliest in 2 weeks, people will do them in 2 weeks. Really, I don't think you need one till June, honey. Okay, study helper. There's your question. Alyssa, yeah, we got that. Can be a Scorpio sun. You were read Friday, but you can't remember his name. That would be Scott and Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that. That one. La 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 la. Hey, Pam, Unbalanced Libra, welcome in. Do you want a reading? I think we read you last week, didn't we? Or somebody did. Faith and doesn't. You've never, well, don't go ask Don and Angie. They're going to tell you the same thing. Okay. Kim, Jess, Alyssa, Kevin, Taurus girl, Kevin, Alyssa, Sandra. You didn't think I was having a long show? Sweetie, we're on for at least 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I try to limit it to that. Sometimes we go a little over. Stephanie Pearl, I put you on the list. I don't guarantee we'll get to everybody. Okay, so let me scroll all the way back. Jazz. Jazz, you are first. And now I got to go back and see if you have a question here. Do you remember seeing?
I don't.
Jazz, are you here? Because that's a requirement. You've got to be present, guys.
That's the only comment that I see from them.
Ah, okay. Well, then I'm going to go on. Okay. All right. Not him. Pam Shore, you will be first. Okay. Now let me see if she has a question. And where her son is. Pam Mercury, no. Okay, here it is. All right, Libra sun, Aries moon, Cancers, 29 degrees rising. So everybody looks at you like a Cancer. But you're Libra. Well, there's a lot of common qualities between Libra and Cancer. Very emotional, loves romance and love. All right. Pam Shore. Angels, we're talking to Pam Shore. And since there was no question with this, I'm going with the general. What messages do you have for Pam Shore's greatest and highest good, please? Thank you. Wow. Success. That's the first thing that came out. That's wonderful. I generally attribute this one to kind of a work thing. There's something you've been working on that you're going to be recognized for. How's that? Thank you, Angel Spirit guides. Oof. Have you been doing some shadow work? Or is there somebody in your life that has some sort of addiction or problem that they're working on? See, this is why you got to be present, guys, because we need to know. That's smart, Kevin. Okay. You've got your guard up, girl. You are really defensive. I mean, you've built walls. Shadow work, past life. Okay. That's good to know. Okay. You feel like you've been getting a new perspective on things? Is there some sort of pain or loss or negative experience in your past that you're trying to let go or get over? Ah, okay. Yeah, I can see that part. But you know what? You're overthinking things here. You have a King of Cups, honey. There's somebody coming for you. You have got to learn that we all get hurt. We all recover. The best thing is to say, okay, that wasn't fun, but what did it teach me? Okay. Where's the lesson? An old love. Okay. Thank you, Pam. There you go. Just what I said, Kevin. Okay. Let me tell you what it's saying. You've got a King of Cups coming. You have a 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is leaving a legacy. It's working together with somebody that you love for a lifetime. It has a picture on it of a couple with a child, a dog, a house, and a barn. This is a lifelong relationship. Now, having said that, they're saying keep things close to your chest to help you feel a little safer. But you need to lower that guard or you're going to miss this. Last card, please, for Pam. Whoa, that was quick. Multiple cards. Sorry. No. Last card, please, for Pam. All right. trying to come out. I'll let you out. All right. Last card is saying you need to be making some long-range plans. Okay. I'm going to hand this off to Jess. Okay.
I do see a relationship here where she has placed boundaries and she is very defensive and guarded from this person. I also see her at night thinking about whether what she's harvesting, what energy she's putting in and what she's getting out, if that is even enough energy given back into her. And I see her taking control back and being successful with that, and a new cycle moving forward. You may hold your emotions back from this person. This person likes to argue, likes to fight, but you have just put an end to all of that. And but that is what came through for me.
Makes sense. And I hope you heard that, Pam. You can lower your guard, okay, to let somebody in, but you don't have to verbally vomit your emotions. Keep them a little close to your chest, okay? I hope you liked that. I hope it resonated. I think it did. All right. All right, let me go back and see who was after Pam. Kevin. It's your turn, Kevin. Post your question and your sun sign, sweetheart. You want a treat, I know. You just woke up. Okay. You go lay down. That's it, kiddo. Did you say something, Jess?
Oh, Pam said thank you, so I just said you're welcome.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yes, you're welcome. See you Tuesday night, I hope. Kevin, it's your turn. Whoa. Okay, this says, I understand my path. I feel I have a direction to set out on. My question is, what do I need to know that will help facilitate the next step into your reality? Am I rushing it? I'm okay with love. And surrendered that to divine timing. However, if you see anything and you're a Capricorn, all right, angels talking to Kevin Blaze, and he wants to know what information you can give him that will help facilitate the next step that he needs to take. What is going to be the next step? How can he facilitate that, please? Kevin Blaze. Thank you, angel spirit guys. Kevin Blaze. Greatest and highest. Oh. Have you been sick to your stomach recently? I've got a real nauseous feeling all of a sudden. Okay, they're telling you that you need to use your intuition. At the same time, I want you to remember that when looking out at others, that you won't see everything. Not everything is visible. I mean, even in relationships that are close, we don't divulge sometimes our deepest and darkest. Um, huh, I would love to find a relationship where we can do that, but just a forewarning that you're not going to see everything. What are you growling about? Here's another treat. Go chew on a bone. Okay. Thank you, Angel Spirit. That's for your guidance. Greatest and highest good, please. That's greatest and highest good. Is there something that you're weighing the options of? You've got a tower, honey. I think we all have a tower, but yours showed up. Thank you, angels. A tower is, I forget, some people don't even know. A tower is a big shift in energy, okay? A big change in your life. You cannot avoid it. Thank you, angels. Kevin Blyce, greatest and highest. Oh, Kevin. You said you weren't going to ask, but you'd take that knowledge. Well, here's new love. New love is coming your way. Heaven Blaze, please. Greatest and highest good. What is going to help facilitate the next step, please? I just heard don't overthink it. There's something you're fighting. It's like you're fighting with yourself. I'm talking to my dog, Kevin. Go chew on a bone. Thank you, angels. Ooh. He's Capricorn. Okay, you've got a Taurus. Got the Hierophant also. That is about structure and relationships and in society. So this could be about the shift that we're talking about. It could be about a relationship that's going to progress in a spiritual way. Okay. You also have the Emperor. That's Aries. Okay. We got some major cards here. We have Scorpio. We have Taurus. We have Aries. And we have Pisces. Take your pick. Thank you, angels. May I have a last card? You also have a King of Cups. That can tell me that you're emotionally intelligent. And you got a Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. That's about unconditional love. And incidentally, the King and the Queen of Cups just came out together, one after the other. That can be a divine pairing. I hope this resonated with you and you got more than you asked for. I'm not sure it answered your question. I think because of this major shift, where you have to do in your next step will become very evident. Okay, Kevin? What did Angie get? Oh, isn't that true? You can be on the path and not learn the lessons. Guess what? You'll get another chance. You know, I don't know how many times I had to learn something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, Jess.
The first card out for me was the Magician, which he has all the tools that he needs right there in front of him to create and to manifest. That you may have multiple options. I was getting that as well. And there's this overwhelming, your crown chakra is lit up like a Christmas tree. Like it never stops. They need you to calm your mind. And
Yeah,
yes, you do have this shift coming in, but you are going to overcome it. Stop holding back from taking that step to at least start. You're like, you have to start for the next stepping stone to appear.
that's right. And like Angie said, you can't live for tomorrow. If you do, you're going to be so full of anxiety. It's not going to be funny. Okay. Look
And
what's in front of you and go one step at a time. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say he's a Capricorn. He's a very hard worker. He's very persistent, very consistent, very stable, and you will be successful in anything you do. You just have to quiet the mind, I think, right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think I said quit overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of your head. And what I recommend for people when you're all tied up and anxiety's there is to look around where you are and name 5 things that you can see. Then 5 things that you can feel and touch. 5 things that you can smell. 5 things that you can feel. Not just touch, but emotionally.
Right. Something that
That's
helps me too is sour candy because it brings you back.
That's true. It does. Get some lemon drops. You'll be fine. But that is true. Quit thinking it. Obviously, you've got a love right in front of you that, if you quit overthinking things, that will all occur. Okay. So you'll be fine, dear. You're welcome. All right. Spin the wheel of fortune. Let's go back. I really need Dawn to teach me how to pin things right. I pin them, but they don't come out right. Alyssa, I've got you pinned. Let me go see what the question. Alyssa, are you here?
Is it okay if I
You're the
take?
one that wanted to get married. Okay. Don't take offense to our laughing. We get this question all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've got my pendulum here. Angels, I'm talking to Alyssa, and she's dating somebody. Can you tell me, will she be marrying that person? I got a big fat yes. Now, don't ask me when. Everything is in divine timing. Okay? Boy, if that's the only question you had, that's easy. Moving on. Go back to this Wheel of Fortune. After Alyssa, we had Just Kenna. You wanted a general. Are you here, Just Kenna? Just Kenna, are you here? Did you hear it, Alyssa? I don't know if you said that before or after I did that. If you missed it, you can rewind. Okay. Just Kenna, are you here, honey? Just Kenna. Just Kenna. Just Kenna. Paging Just Kenna. Just Kenna going once. Okay. You're welcome. Just Kenna, are you here? Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Let me see who's next. See if they're. After Just Kenna is Lala. Laura. Laura, as far as I can tell, you still got your date of birth in there. Please remove it. Okay. Negative events in my near future. Honey, something you should be prepared for. Were you here for the astrology? Okay. Let me reword this. Let me take a drink of water. All right. Angels, I'm talking to Laura Pineda Lala. Lala wants to know what's coming in her near future. Is there anything that she should be prepared for? Thank you. All right, Lala. Oh, you almost set the house on fire. You're about, well, if you're, you may already be in it, but I get transformation. Can you give me what's coming towards you, Laura? You too. You're overthinking it. You're trying to plan it all. It's a control thing, guys. You don't have control. And the more you try to control things, the harder it's going to become, and the more you're going to delay all the good things. Okay? So quit overthinking, please. And quit looking at the regrets, things that you can't do anything about. Look at what, how do I say this? The windshield is bigger than the rear view mirror for a reason, okay? You're not supposed to be looking behind you. You're not going that direction. There's nothing that you can do about that. And it's known that for those that look forward, they want to know what's tomorrow. That's anxiety. For those who are always looking in the past, that's depression. Try to stay in the present moment. And honey, I understand. I've fought this my whole life. So, but look out in front of you. Okay. What did she tell us? Oh, she's a Cancer. Okay, that makes sense. I've got a Libra card here. So I don't know if you've got a Libra in your life. But how I sense this is it's more of a trust issue. You're going to let somebody in. You're going to let somebody give you something, but your knife, Queen of Swords, is right there. Okay. If it's not, if they try to hurt you, you've got it. Okay. So you're very defensive. Last card, please, from Laura. Laura, please. Well, that's too many cards. Huh? We won't do that. Last card, please. Okay. They're encouraging you to talk to people. Talk to your friend, your closest circle. Okay. They're saying that if things aren't how you want them, then change something. Okay. You can't expect something different to grow from the same seeds. You have to plant differently. All right. I'm going to let Jess take over.
Yeah, I see the confusion, the illusion, the overthinking. And didn't you say that was Neptune and Pisces energy as well?
You betcha. Neptune's in Pisces, and he's part of these squares and trines and things that are happening. A lot of fog this week.
And it's like this overthinking yourself into a tailspin, but there is change coming. There is transformation. It's for growth, which we all need for our soul. You are very defensive at this time. You're also very overwhelmed. You might have a lot on your plate right now. I did pick up on the Libra energy as well, and a masculine. So I don't know what that's about, but, and like you said, the Queen of Swords, and it reminded me of Ice Queen, which just immediately quick to, that's it.
Very cool, calm and collected, but
Mhm.
boy, you don't want to do it wrong.
Right. I've been there. I know. But that's what I'm getting as well. That was all I was able to pick up on.
Okay. Are we still talking about, oh no, wait. Okay. So I hope that helps you, Laura. Let's see if it's after. Did just Kenna come in? Hang on.
No, I did not see her.
I didn't either. Okay, Kim B, are you here? You're Scorpio and you want a general messages for your higher good. Okay, honey. There you go. Let's Kim B. Let me spin it the other way. Kim B. Kim B. Study, I haven't called you yet. Kim B, are you here? There you are. Okay. Angels, I'm talking to Kim B. She would like to know for her greatest and highest good what you can tell me. No, you are not having treats. I'm talking to the dog, not you, Kim. Thank you, Angels. Spirit guides, for your greatest and Well, no, I'm sorry. The only thing I've got left here is the bones you don't like. Well, I see them. Are you dating anybody, Kim? I see a date. Kim, are you dating anyone? Kimberly, I see success coming. I see where you're going to be acknowledged for a win, so to speak. So it might be something at work. Still waiting to hear. No, you're not. Yeah, I see love coming really soon. I see you getting asked out on a date. Now, having said that, you also got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so again, like we were telling Laura, you're going to be all in your head, but you've got your knife there ready. It's okay to be cool and make rational decisions. But at the same time, if you're sitting there with your sword ready to cut their head off, do you think they're going to really invest a lot? So be, tone it down a minute. Thank you, angels. Kimby. You got a lot going on. Okay, this illusion, confusion, and delusion that we've been talking about, be cautious because I see you getting involved in that. It's kind of like the other end of the spectrum. Cool, calm, and collected, ready to cut their head off, yet illusions. What I do, you are straightforward, good. They're saying be hopeful. Thank you, angels. May I have a last card, please, for Kimby? Last card for Kimby. Last card for Kimby, please. Thank you, angels. For that. It's like you're standing on a shore and you see that boat coming at you. You know good things are coming. The energy's been uplifting. I feel like my guts. Oh, absolutely they are. Absolutely. You're ready to get on board this ship. I mean, if you look at this card, you've got your surfboard and you're ready. Okay. So make sure you keep things straight, okay, with this fog that's here. Go ahead, Jess.
I do see a lot of energy, multiple different people in her energy. I'm picking up on somebody that wants to come in with a new beginning, but there's a tower moment right after it starts. So that might be a false start to a relationship. It's unclear. Everything around this person is unclear. There's no clarity, very foggy.
Could it be
I,
somebody past?
I think it might be. This person's very defensive, very guarded as well. They're saying to listen to your intuition and meditate, because that's how they're going to be able to tell you the downloads that need to come in. You may get an impulsive message from somebody as well, regarding a new opportunity that they want to give to you. That could be pretty substantial, I think. And I do see you manifesting a relationship as well. I've got the Magician, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Wands, along with the Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Got all those?
Yes.
Wow, girl, that's good.
And it could be somebody that you know, but not somebody that you've been with before, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Somebody that's been in your energy that could circle back around.
Your mom's health is declining. You're concerned. Sure, that could be a tower moment. A lot of things could be a tower moment. But remember, in the astrology, there is. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you've got all those cards, the Two of Cups, what else?
Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, the
Four of
Judgment, Four of Wands, and the Three of Wands with the Magician.
Sweetheart. That's good. That's stability. And it's a good thing that it came out of hers, because if it's in my deck, Four of Wands is marriage. All right. Let me look. Spin. Who's after Kim? Kim. Stephanie Pearl, are you here? Stephanie Pearl. Stephanie Pearl.
Oh, the collective energy is pretty potent right now with what's going on in the stars. She was saying, Pam Shore was saying sometimes she listens to others' readings and she can resonate with them.
Yeah. Be flexible, folks. All right. Stephanie Pearl, are you here? Going once. You're welcome, Kim. Keep us informed. But also remember, you might have multiple people there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And like how you were saying to remain flexible, it's this is probably a really poor example, but it's what popped into my head. In the incident that there is a car accident, if your body is more relaxed, you're likely to suffer, I think, don't quote me, I don't know, less trauma because your body is relaxed. Whereas if you tense up, you're more likely for something else to happen.
That's true.
Okay.
Stay flexible and remember, nothing changes quickly. Okay. No, you haven't. But you may be coming up. I'm waiting on Stephanie Pearl. Last chance, honey. I'm going to go on and then you go to the bottom of the list. Stephanie Pearl. I don't see her recently at all. Ouch.
No, I haven't either.
Ooh. Okay. Next would be. Did her. Melissa, it looks like it's your time. Do I see you moving sometime this month? Well, I'll tell you what I tell everybody else about timing. It's divine timing. I can ask, but you can't trust what you're going to hear. There's no time in the spirit world. Okay? Now let me see. Angels. Do you see Melissa moving soon? Got an immediate yes. Okay. Because it was so immediate, I would say it's sooner rather than later. All right, let's see. After Melissa. Angie, would you like a love reading, honey? Let's see who's next.
I think study helper.
I think, yeah, I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Study helper. You're still here, aren't you? You were asking if you'd missed it. Study helper. Study helper. Thank you, Melissa. You as well. You're welcome. A Taurus girl reads, I think you're going to follow a study helper. No love reading? I just love asking that question to you. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Study helper. I think it's funny because she came in saying, have you called me yet? And now she's not here. Okay. After study helper, like I said, is a Taurus girl reads. Tales told in the dark. Ooh, welcome in. I don't think I've ever met you. Glad you could find us. Study helper, yay. Okay.
Sorry.
Question for that was there? I'm going with a general. Oh, I wish I were with you, but I get to do it at home. Oh, Angie, you're funny. Oh, we're doing just peachy. Okay, Taurus girl, you're after study helper. Study helper, if you had a question, you better post it now. Otherwise, I'm going with your greatest and highest. Angels, I'm talking to study helper. Study helper. Oh, man. All right. For her greatest and highest good, what can you tell me for study help? Please? Thank you. Study helper. Yeah, we all do, Kevin. She's a firecracker for sure. Thank you, angels. Study helper. Thank you. Thank you. What's your sun sign, honey? I got two major arcanas right here. There's a sense of a very solid foundation with you, like you're on steady ground. At the same time, you could be hanging from a tree upside down. You're a Leo? Okay. Well, I've got Libra and Pisces here. Is there something painful that you're trying to let go of and get over, heal from? All of that. I've got something very painful here. Sagittarius. Boy, the lag must be big. Study helper. Okay. That's still pretty potent for you. It was something that you was this something that you thought was going to be forever and it disappeared? I just gave you that. I have somebody coming towards you, but I want to know this pain. Was this somebody that you thought was going to be forever? Last card for study helper, please. Last card. Last card, please, for study helper. Thank you, angels. Okay. All right. That's what that is then. Well, there is somebody coming towards you. a fire sign. I think a lot of us have been there. Last card, please. Thank you. All right. They want you. They want you to, yeah, you're on steady ground. You just need to put your feet in the soil, get grounded. Okay, you can be solid but still not grounded, and that's what I've got here. I hope that helps you.
What I have is they're telling me that there's an opportunity that's going to be coming towards you that has the ability or can be very substantial for you, but you're very guarded, afraid to take risks, and you overthink a lot. They want you to transform that anxiousness, overthinking, anxiety into whatever it is that's coming in. Do more research, observe, just kind of take a step back rather than like look at the bigger picture instead of paying attention to every minute detail of it. That's what I have.
That falls in place there. All right. I hope it resonated. I think it did. Now, Taurus, a Taurus girl reads. Are you still here? I mean, I've got multiple things here that you were at. I'm going to go with the greatest and highest good. I'm not sure what your sun sign is. Doesn't matter right away.
I'm going to guess Taurus, but I don't know.
You would think a Taurus girl reads, are you here? That's all I want. Are you here? I'm going to go with it. You're Taurus. Charlie, there is no bone up here. There's no treat. Relax. You've had it all. Stay flexible. Go sit down. Okay, thank you, study helper. Taurus girl reads. Yes, there she is, General. Shh. Thank you, angels. I'm talking to a Taurus girl reads. Okay, Taurus girl reads. For the greatest and highest good, please, what can you tell me? The Taurus girl reads. Charlie, no. Do you have children, dear? Well, I've got Are you kind of, oh, that's good. Okay, I see that. Are you married also? Kind of like Vegas, huh, Carmela? All right. A Taurus girl reads, are you married, honey? I've got a lifetime relationship here. No, you're not. Okay, then that's coming towards you. I've got a 10 of Pentacles, honey. That's leaving a legacy. It's a lifetime relationship. Yeah, Sean. Yeah, okay. You've got boundaries. You okay, this is going to show my age. There used to be a saying about a Timex watch. It takes a beating and keeps on ticking. That's you. You don't give up. You just keep going for it. And that's good. That's a good way to be. You're what I call the wounded warrior. Your heart was broken. Wow. How long was this recent that your heart was broken? Last card, please, for Taurus girl reads. Wow. Also got the happily ever after, the 10 of Cups. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. But in between that, you've got a broken heart. Aha. So is this something that you're working on healing? Because you really need to do that. That's all I've got. I'm going to let Jess pick it up.
Do you struggle with self-worth or self-love? I mean, all of us do at certain points in our lives. But there's also this keeping yourself trapped in a certain mindset. Or they want you to focus on having hope and whatever you believe in. There is something cycling back around for you to end it, which causes a shift and also changes your perspective. And I think gives you more self-love and self-control. When it comes to these tower moments and these things that happen, it's important to remember to remain balanced and not be so reactive. That's what I have.
Okie dokie. And now we go to, I think, Sean. Sean, did you want a reading or did you just stop in to say hi? And then it's Tales Told in the Dark. And then it's Carmela, I think. Yeah, that's how it is. That's what it is. Okay, so Sean, did you want a reading? Okay. Wow. Um, yeah, honey, let it go. Please. Um, you can't, this is what I tell people. You cannot expect somebody to come in and have a really good relationship with if you're still mourning the last one. You have to get over that. You have to let it go because then you've made space. Okay. You're welcome. All right, Sean. Sean. I'm going to go with the greatest and highest, Sean. There it is. Greatest and highest angels. I'm talking to Sean. Sean, please. Sean, please. What can you tell me for Sean? Wow, you're supposed to take action. What are you doing? Are you running away from something? Woo, Sean, I got a 9 of cups. What did you wish for? Thank you. Wow, Sean. Okay, Sean. Well, let me go for one more card here. Thank you. That was quick. All right, you're going to gain clarity here. There is something that you've been wishing for or wanting for, or that you put out to the universe that's going to happen. Now, at the same time, it's a it's an equal give and take. Okay. So, I mean, that can be a personal relationship, that can be work, there's equal give and take on everybody's part there. And I see that you need to take action on it when it occurs. Last card for Sean, please. Last card for Sean. That's too many cards for Sean. One card. Last card for Sean, please. Thank you, angels, spirit guides, for your guidance. Okay, thank you. You're not using your intuition enough, Sean. They want you to use your intuition. Okie dokie. I hope that resonated. Jess, it's up to you now.
I am seeing a lot of anxiety, and like you were saying, the clarity. There's no equal give and take. Could be at work. We already talked about that. Going back and forth, juggling, overthinking. I do also see it's a tower moment, but I feel like it's somebody coming in that changes his perspective on, could be expansion, could be business venture.
He's trying to move into the mediumship work.
Yes. But I do see recognition and wish fulfillment as well, where you were struggling and dissatisfied.
As a business. So does that mean we can make money on this?
Maybe.
I'd like that. All right, next is, I think, Carmela. Oh, you're talking. Carmela, are you here? I've been trying, Sean, but moving didn't help that. So, although on Zoom, who cares? Okay, Carmela, I don't recall seeing a question. You were the one that liked the shuffling of the cards. Carmela. Somebody else came in asking. Maria Krupa. You're next after Carmela, and then we're going to have to call it a day. Carmela, are you here, honey? Otherwise, I know Maria is. Maria, put your question in, or if you want a general. Well, that means you're centered, Maria. That's a good place to be. Exactly, Kevin. All right. Carmela, how long is this leg? Going once. Maria. Maria. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and we'll give Carmela a chance, but Maria Krupa, angels. I'm talking to Maria Krupi. And she wants to know whatever you want to tell her for her greatest and highest good. She's very calm, even though she just lost her job. Carmela, you'll be next. Put your question in, or if you want a general. Maria Krupi.
What's her sun sign? Sorry.
Who?
Yes.
Maria? I don't know that she put it in, to be honest.
Okay.
Maria, what is your sun sign, honey? Put that in there. Thank you, angels. That's for your guidance, Maria Krupi. What do you want to let Maria Krupi know? Thank you. Oh, you're one of the nice people. Cancer. All full of love. Thank you, angels. Maria Krupi. Thank you. Some sort of decision you're avoiding? That's for your guidance. Maria, did you just walk away from something? Oh, yeah, you told me. Job. You left your job. That makes sense. What decision are you avoiding, though? You don't have to tell me what it's about, but are you? That's what this is telling me. Thank you. Just Maria Krupi, please. Maria Krupi. Maria. Whoa, there we go. Well, that's abundance coming in, moving forward. Are you married, honey? I see there's movement here. Abundance, stability. Last card, please, for Maria Krupi. Maria Krupi, please. Thank you. Last card here for Maria. Okay, well, it's on its way. It could be fated. Are you manifesting? You have all the tools that you need to manifest this. I mean, I've got abundance. I've got movement forward. I see your job you left, and I've got marriage. I'm going to turn this over. Go ahead, Jess. Have fun with that.
I see. Are you looking for a job? Because I see 2 opportunities that are going to present themselves to you. One, you may have to go back to school for or learn something that has to do with that trade. But I do see you getting news. I have the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Wands. I see you getting news that's going to shift into
That's just as good. My 4 of Wands and the Magician. No, Wheel of Fortune.
Emotional fulfillment, and this is something that you've worked really hard on, and you've been waiting for the results of your harvest to come in. I also got the Magician, and I got the Star. So whatever that you are manifesting right now is coming to you. And I did pick up relationship as well. I have the Queen of Cups, 2 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So you do have relationship coming towards you as well.
A soulmate. There you go. You got it all. A job you want, education if you want it, and a relationship. That's enough stress for nice. Okay, Carmela, it's your turn, honey. Carmela. I'm going with the greatest and highest because I didn't see a question. Angels, I'm talking to Carmela for her greatest and highest good, please. Thank you, angels.
You're welcome, Maria.
Are you planning a vacation? Ouch. Okay. I just saw like a lounge chair on the beach. I don't know your sun sign. Are you a Libra? Okay. It's like the relationship's at a dead stop. It's not going anywhere. If you should stay or not, that's your decision to make. I'm not going to tell you. You're a Libra. Okay. That's what I've got here. Last card here for Carmela, please. Last card here for Carmela. There it is. Okay, they're saying you need to take action on it. You need to do something. Jess, it's yours.
I have the Tower with the High Priestess. So I feel as though this is something that you did see coming. This is something that if you paid attention to your intuition, you know that this is going to happen. It's a very big transformational time for you. I also see, because my first 3 cards out were all major arcana. So it could also shift your beliefs, your way of thinking. You carry a lot of burden in your mind. You're always overthinking about this. You're not emotionally fulfilled. And I think, I could be wrong, but this person gives me very flighty, very risky, very passionate energy, yes, but at the same time, at what, like, do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. But very foolish and very guarded as well. And I think that you need to stop holding back from making this decision and listen to your gut.
Yep, you know what you got to do. And, you know, they told me you need to take action on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, get rid of the dead weight so that something new can take its place.
Yes.
Clean house. All right. Well, Jess, we are past our time.
Okay.
So I want to thank everybody for coming in. And for those of you that came in and helped, Kevin.
Thank you.
Trying to think of who else.
You're welcome, everybody.
Again, for reading. It's inspiring to see you grow and standing in your strength when you give your public readings. It truly is wondrous to watch and an honor to experience.
Thank you, Kevin.
Okay. If she'd show up for Tuesday class, it would help too.
I did last week.
Yes, you were.
Mm-hmm.
Once in a while. All right. Stephanie, yes, it did, but we're done. We're over our time limit, honey. I don't know what happened to you, but you were called multiple times. Okay, well, for those who didn't get a reading, you can come back Wednesday morning, hang on, 9 to 11 Mountain Standard Time. Ask the Angels. I'll be on then doing love readings. amongst other kinds, and so will Julie Carrot. So you're welcome to come back. I'll give you the rest of the astrology then. Okay. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you have a blessed day.
Yes.
And yeah, stay
Super Bowl
blessed.
weekend. Stay safe.
Hmm.
Don't get too heated over who wins or loses, please.
Yeah, no matter who wins or loses, take it easy.
Waking up in the morning light, kind of feeling like I'm in flight. Clouds are gathering up above, turning whispers into love. And I'm calling all angels, won't you hear my cry? Calling all you angels, lift me